Hey guys, what's up? Commander here. Welcome to my WWE Fastlane predictions. Let's just get straight to it. I just watched SmackDown. It wasn't very good, but when is it ever? First off, we got the pre-show, kickoff show, Barrett show, whatever they call it. When it's Paul Heyman's going to be on there with Miz TV, so that could be interesting. See what happens. I don't know. I don't really know. On the matches, and I'm sure it'll be an hour-long pre-show as always, which is just great. We have Rusev versus John Cena for the United States Championship. And the build to this has actually been quite good. I actually quite liked what they did on Raw this week, like Cena sort of going apeshit on Rusev. It looked actually quite good, and it looked like Rusev legit hit his head off of the Tron thing, the LED board or whatever the hell they call it. Looked like he legit hit his head off it. It was pretty sick. I don't think Cena will win, or if he does, I think it'd be pretty stupid. I think Rusev should win this one, but then usually that would mean Cena would win the next one, which would be WrestleMania. And I don't think Cena needs his 47th WrestleMania win, to be honest. Would Rusev win again? I don't know. I don't see that happening either. So I don't know. It's kind of a weird situation. Like a JR's like on his blog thing, it like Rusev should keep on winning up until WrestleMania, until SummerSlam, and then Cena win or something. But then at the same time, if Cena wins the US Championship, and then somebody eventually beats him for it, you know, it would kind of make the US Championship more of a big deal, especially like with Cena having it, because he's like, you know, been WWE champion like a gazillion times. So I don't know. It's a bit of a interesting topic or whatever, but I'm gonna go with Rusev to win this one, maybe by DQ or something, I don't know. Oh, moving on to Nikki versus Paige for the Divas Championship. The way this match came about didn't even make sense. It happened right after the Royal Rumble. Paige just got a championship match for no reason, and they lost that match. Paige and Natalia lost that match at Royal Rumble, but Paige instantly gets a match for no reason. Stupid. But the build, I mean, if there was some convincing acting on the Bella side, it would have maybe been good, but there isn't, so it hasn't been very good. Like, just horrible. Like when their own commentary and that is it just isn't convincing to me. You know, like I said, it sounds fake, and then somebody says, "Oh, well, isn't all acting fake?" Well, it doesn't sound convincing then. You know, it just isn't good, you know. I don't like it. It just makes me cringe. Like, their facial expressions and everything, you know, it's just so forced, you know. It's not good. I don't know. I would probably think Nikki will retain. I wouldn't have thought Paige will win it again. If she does, well, you know, so be it. But I don't know. Bit of a randomness as usual. Just the same thing over and over, really. Bella's on commentary, Paige in the ring, blah 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 blah. Anyways, moving on. The next one, Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan, with the winner faces Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania for the WWE Championship. I've actually quite liked the build to this. It's been pretty good. We need to talk about that tag team turmoil match, about how awful it was. Especially the part with the Usos, where the match was like 50 minutes long, and almost the entire thing was just rest holds and boring crap. And then the last minute or so, they just start pulling out all these bloody awesome moves, and it's fast-paced action, and the crowd was absolutely loving it, and so was I. And I was like, well, why can't you do this, you know, for most of the match? Have it action-packed, instead of just bloody rest holds all the time, you know? It was actually really good. Roman Reigns doing all his moves, Daniel Bryan doing all his moves, Usos doing their moves. It was just action-packed. It was awesome. I just don't get it. I really don't get it. But there was other things saying that Vince McMahon now wants Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns for WrestleMania in the main event. But then there was something with Ziggler in that at some point for Daniel Bryan, but that doesn't seem to be happening now. There was a thing with Sheamus. He's gonna return probably as a heel. Maybe he'll return this match, you know, Brogue Daniel Bryan or something. I don't know. But I think it'll be a good match, hopefully. Also, need to talk about the hate that Roman Reigns is getting, which I just think is kind of unnecessary and a bit over the top at times. Well, some of the comments I see are pretty funny. I do think he's getting a lot of unnecessary hate. He's not as bad as people are making out to be, you know. I mean, yeah, his promos aren't great and he can improve or whatever, but I'm sure if it wasn't being scripted and he was getting, you know, more from himself, it would be better, like it would be for a lot of people. Cesaro, for instance. But I do think people are going a bit over the top with the hate for Roman Reigns. He's not as bad as people make out to be, and I love his spear. I don't think it's a little. I don't know if he's changed it a little bit compared to like a year or so ago, but it's still a really good spear. It's really good. It just depends on the person selling it too. Like when he did it to Bryan, he kind of hit him almost in the face, really. But well, it was the chest, but you know, it's a good spear. I like his spear. But I'll go with Roman Reigns to win. Next match we have Barrett versus Dean Ambrose for the Intercontinental Championship. This has been pretty good build-up, I would say. I quite enjoyed it. Dean Ambrose like tying up Barrett and doing the signature thing, and then just on SmackDown, like Dean Ambrose like totally ignoring Barrett, and then Barrett lost to R-Truth. It was good. It was good. Gotta love Dean Ambrose. When he was on commentary and that as well, he's really good, you know. Sounds real, you know, unlike those Bellas when they were on commentary. Dean Ambrose sound really real and like convincing, you know. Sounds like he's real, you know. That's the best way to put it. I don't know if Dean Ambrose is gonna win it here. I really don't know. It's yeah, I'm gonna go with Dean Ambrose to win. It's a bit bold, but I'm really not sure. Maybe they could save it for WrestleMania, but I don't know. They need to do some special stuff for this new Fastlane thing. Now next is the Usos versus Tyson Kidd and Cesaro for the tag team titles. Now I really have been enjoying this, like the heel stuff that Tyson Kidd and Cesaro are doing. Like it seems like it's so long since you've seen that sort of stuff that they're doing, and the way they're winning matches and stuff, the heel stuff. I just feel like it's been a while since you've seen that sort of thing. And I love the things with Kidd and Natalya and Cesaro, like where Natalya want to high five Kidd and then he'll just like totally ignore her and do it to Cesaro, or they'll be celebrating like I think it was main event, and Natalya held up Cesaro's hand and then he's just like, get the fuck out of here. And it was just, I just love it. I think it's really good. And I got Tyson Kidd and Cesaro's the Fact Dropper and the King of Swing t-shirt. I'm actually wearing it underneath this thing, the Tyson Kidd one. I was going to do like a review at some point, like a video review of them, because they're really cool. But Tyson Kidd and Cesaro need to win this, even after that Cesaro Twitter hack thing, which was actually kind of funny, some of the tweets that went out. But Tyson Kidd and Cesaro need to win. I really hope they're allowed to have a good match, because Tyson Kidd and Cesaro are amazing wrestlers. Like the moves and that they do is just brilliant. The tag stuff that they do, you know, all the different double team moves and stuff, instead of your boring ass rest holds, which if you don't know what rest holds is, just like when they sit and do a headlock or a chin lock or, you know, any of that crap. It's just boring. But hopefully Kidd and Cesaro win this one. I really hope so. Next we got Goldust versus Stardust. And while the build has been okay for this, like it's just thrown together at the last minute, you know, the match. We never really got to hear, well, there was something on SmackDown where a promo between the two, but I feel like a match is like too early for this, you know. Like a match like at WrestleMania will obviously happen, but I feel like this match just seems too early in the feud. You know, they just split up on Monday and now you're having a match. It just seems too early to me. But I'd say Stardust will probably win it. It'd be kind of, I don't know. It makes sense for him to win it, but it just seems too early for a match in my opinion. And now a match that was just announced, which I have a feeling we might get a rematch at WrestleMania of this. Hopefully not though, but it's Dolph Ziggler, Eric Rowan and Ryback versus The Authority, which is Seth Rollins, Kane, and Big Show. I don't really know what to say. It's just, again, just thrown together at the last minute. I mean, yeah, they've been building up, sort of, I guess, but I don't know. It just seems kind of pointless, in my opinion. Well, I mean, I did enjoy the ending of SmackDown. That was the only good thing. Like when everybody was sort of going wild, you know, action, you know, instead of boring crap. Like people were saying, the Ziggler Rollins match was really good. It was okay at best, but I was just bored by it, you know. The best match for me was probably Daniel Bryan versus The Miz out of that whole show. Because it was really, most of the matches were really short, which was good. But there's nothing special, you know. Like Mick Foley and that was on Twitter saying they ever had a bad match. Yeah, they have. Like the Daniel Bryan versus Seth Rollins one from a few weeks ago. Apart from a couple of moments, you know, it wasn't very good, you know, but people seem to think one good moment and then that's the makes up for the entire match being shit. Logic, hell of a thing. But I wouldn't be surprised if The Authority wins this by screwiness, DQiness, interferingness, all words. Yeah, I'll go with The Authority win. But so, tell me what you think of the show, the pay-per-view. If you think it'll be good, bad, or if we're going to be calling it FastLAME after the show. Tell me what you think. But I don't think it's going to be very good. Oh, also the Sting confrontation thing with Triple H, that happens. I don't really know what will happen there. Oh, well, I don't know what will be said or whatever, but a match at WrestleMania will obviously probably be announced, if I would expect it anyway. I don't know if Sting's going to actually have his baseball bat this time or what. I don't know why he hasn't shown up with that. But I don't know. See what happens. Tell me what you think. As you can tell, I'm just not really that interested to it. Like compared to my NXT review, where I was, you know, pretty much marking out the entire time because it was awesome. Just, you know, not interested in watching SmackDown, and it's just boring, you know. Like it just isn't good. Something needs to change, and that something is the person in power of the main roster. And that person should be Triple H, not Vince McMahon. But yeah, I'm gonna stop before I ramble on. Thanks for watching. Share, subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you for my review. Bye.